What? Stop, because don't gas me. Don't gas me. Hey, so I am popping on this really quick just to say that I forgot to film an intro for the vlogging portion of this video. It is going to be a two-parter because the first part's going to be like a longer vlog, and then the part two is just going to be like where I sit down and I give some tips, more like structured advice basically, and an overall like review of my experience in this case competition. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or questions, feel free to leave it down below, as I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. And I appreciate all your guys' support for me, for this channel, and for what I'm doing. And if you're here just for this video, then I appreciate your support just for this video. Feel free to like, comment, and feel free to subscribe if you like my content, if you like what you see here. And I will see y'all in the vlog portion. And yeah, that's it. Bye. Good morning. Okay. So, right now it's 7:15. I did get up this morning before 5 so that I could read the case as soon as it came in my email. This is a very interesting case. I will say that. I cannot tell you what the case is or the details of it, but it's very interesting the way that it was presented, like in the email. It's like very straightforward, you know, the questions are like easy to understand and everything. So I'm really happy about that. I'm happy that it's not like super detailed and convoluted. Sorry, I'm looking at myself and at the camera. But yeah, so far we've been working on it for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Mostly right now we're just doing research and trying to get a grappling on, you know, what our potential answers to the questions could be. And then from there we want to craft, you know, solutions and like a storyline and, you know, financials and things like that. So right now I'm gonna take a short, quick break so that I can eat some breakfast and make some matcha and get my morning going. When I woke up, I just had like a breakfast bar thing and some water. So I'm looking forward to eating some real food. And yeah, I will try my best to keep you guys updated about how it's going and how it's all developing. But this is how it is so far. So I'm excited, and we'll see how it continues to develop. But let me just say this. I have so many tabs open on my computer right now, and a Zoom going, and a group chat going at the same time. A lot of things. Mind you, we're all working together from 3 different places, 3 different locations, and then we're just on Zoom together just to communicate and have conversation. So it is something for sure. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. It is about, let's see, it's almost 10. We've been working on basically a rough draft of our like presentation and our strategies and our solutions based on the research that we found, which luckily is like aligning very well together. I'm very excited about it. But we're about to meet for our advisor for the first time today, so that, you know, they can go over our approach and what we're focusing on so far and like our research, and see how well it holds up, how innovative it is, how novel it is. And yeah, right now it's about to be 10 o'clock, so it's about 2-3 hours later than when I was cooking breakfast, which was really big, and I was so happy about that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now in the process. This is just day one. This is just building the presentation, building our strategies, and building our, like, you know, our recommendations basically. So this is kind of like the, you know, put your head down and work really hard season time period of the competition. So it's kind of exciting to see stuff coming together and like aligning and like actually creating like a cohesive thought with your strategy. I very much enjoy it so far. So yeah, I will check back in with you guys a little bit later and we'll see how badly our advisor destroys us. Hopefully not that bad, but we'll see. I'm back. All right, it's about 10:45-ish or like 11-ish. No, it's 10:45. We just got done sharing what we have so far, like our outline, with our advisor, and surprisingly, he said he was impressed. He was impressed. So really, really excited about that. Really glad. We definitely worked really hard in the first half of this thing. So I'm just glad that all of our hard work is paying off. And I'm glad about the team that I'm working with. I feel like we work really well together and we're not afraid to like challenge each other, which I really appreciate. And for me, it's a little hard to not take things personally, but I can say I'm growing in that area because of this competition. So I'm really glad about that. Yeah, he said he was impressed with what we had so far. He said that we got a lot of research done, which I'm like, that's a good thing, right? And he asked like who our professor is for this one class called Problems and Issues in Healthcare, because it kind of relates to this. And we all have the same professor, and he was like, well, they're doing their job. And I was like, yes, she is, okay. That's like my favorite professor, so I'm glad that like me being in her class is helping me with this experience, with this process. But right now we're on like a quick little break, and then we're gonna come back, reconvene, and start working on like a more detailed presentation outline. And then from there, we're gonna start throwing the presentation together. Mind you, we got the case at like 5 in the morning, and we've been doing research literally since then. Literally, I have not left this apartment. I've just been here all day doing research. So I'm glad to have a break, a little bit of a break. And I'm glad that it finally feels like we're really like getting somewhere with the work that we're putting in. Like that feels really, really good. It's really exciting. So I'm excited. I'll come back and check in with you guys. And the next few clips will probably be like my lunch and stuff like that. So I'm excited for lunch. Right now, I'm gonna have a snack. And yeah, thank you guys for kicking it with me throughout this weekend. And hopefully we make it all the way to Sunday. Hashtag all the way to Sunday. Let's go. Okay, we just broke for lunch. It is now 12:09. 12:09. 2 hours. Wait, has it been 2? 1 hour gone. I'm about to go eat some lunch, so come with me. I have been eating these in the last few minutes. Wait, can you see them? They're the spicy mochi rice nuggets. I thought they were gonna be like crunchy and then chewy in the middle. They're just all crunch, but they're still pretty good, and you get used to the spice. At first I thought I was going to die, but I survived. It was okay. So I think I know what I'm gonna make for lunch. I wanted to honestly go out and buy something and like take a walk or whatever, which I may still take a walk, but I'm going to eat leftovers like a responsible adult. So yeah, you guys will see those leftovers shortly. So here I have some grilled cheese. Inside it's vegan cheese and a tomato jam. that I made earlier this morning, inspired by Labco, at Labco. I'll tag him below. I didn't follow his recipe, but I was inspired by seeing him make the tomato jam. I was like, oh, I want to do that. And then here is some tomato vegetable soup. And I say it's vegetable soup because it just has some like spinach and then like chickpeas and onion in there as well. And it's really good. And I was just like, I want a tomato soup, but with vegetables. So I made that. So yeah, this is my lunch. Super quick and easy because I already made the soup. I just had to heat it up. And then I made the grilled cheese in like 10 minutes. So yeah. Okay, it is currently about 2:40 something. And we got back from lunch at about like 12:45. We immediately started like outlining the presentation in our actual presentation template. And right now we have less than 6 hours to finish the presentation and also finish all the stuff in the appendices. I cannot say that word. Appendices, and get our references together and make sure everything looks polished and like super neat, super clean before tomorrow. And our presentation is pretty early in the morning too. So we definitely want to get this like as clean as possible. We have another meeting coming up with our advisor at about 5, I think. So there's that. Yeah, but right now we're just working on the presentation and also cleaning up some of our research so that our points are just well informed, and hopefully it's better than what we presented earlier to our advisor. Hopefully it's more specific and more clean and can be applied tangibly. I brought up an idea that I thought was really, really good and solid and solved all of our problems. But you know, when you work in a group, sometimes your ideas just, it's a no, you know, and that was one of those things. So that's probably the hardest part of working in a group for me, is that like you feel like you have a really good idea, a really good understanding of something, and you think that it could bring a lot of value, but it's not fitting for everyone else. And you got to kind of move along with that and move forward in that and still try to produce something that you believe in. Because it's really easy to take things personally, especially when you say, oh, this was my idea. But at the end of the day, you know, you put in a group because you believe that everyone's strengths and weaknesses can work together for the good of the presentation or the good of the competition. So, and I do believe that, and I do believe that I was matched with like really awesome, intelligent people. So, you know, if I cannot make this idea that I think is so amazing make sense to them, then it's that much harder for them to not only get behind it and support it, but to also sell it to other people. And that's really like the main thing that you want to do, is make sure that everyone believes in it wholeheartedly, so that when you present, you can present with confidence and you can present with certainty, and, you know, really convince other people, hey, I'm confident in this and you should be confident with me in these ideas, right? So that's has to be more important, especially in things like this. So yeah, so we're just working, trudging through. I didn't expect to feel this tired. Like right now, I just want to take a nap and be done. So I can only imagine how I'm gonna feel in like 3-4 hours. I'm probably gonna be like so over it, to be honest. Low-key, I think that we should have taken like an hour break for lunch, but it's fine. Ended up being like more like 40 minutes of a break anyway. And I also feel like we still have like a lot of work to do, to be honest. I thought I would feel a little bit more certain, a little bit more secure in my ideas at this point, but I don't. And that's because I've been a little bit disorganized in, you know, piling them together. But it's very clear in my head, which is not a good thing. So I'm gonna get back to work, but I just want to come on here and give you guys a quick update about what happened after my lunch. Because I wasn't able to record like a, okay, getting back to work now clip. So yes, this is me doing a short, quick update for that. I'll probably check back in with you guys before we meet again with our advisor at 5 p.m. Pacific time, which is gonna be 8 p.m. Eastern time, because the competition is based in the East Coast. So yes, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I forgot to come back on before our meeting with our advisor, but we did our second one and it was fine. He had like a lot of suggestions for us, which was kind of like stressful because, you know, we're closer to the deadline than where we were earlier in the day. So it's like, oh, we have all this work to do, yay. But just trying to push through, okay? Just pushing on through. I am absolutely exhausted. I'm sleepy and I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Yay, almost done. Woo. Okay, it's about 11:30. 11:30. We submitted our presentation very close to the deadline. Like, it was insane, but we made it. And it was literally like a few minutes before 9, which is a deadline because it's on Eastern Coast and the deadline was midnight, but Eastern times it was 9 o'clock our time. So yeah, it was crazy. And I thought I was gonna go to bed early. Wrong. Because they were like, oh, let's practice the presentation. We still have to get up in the morning, ma'am. I'm only mad because I'm tired and I'm sleepy, okay? It was good practice and we needed to do it, but still. So I'm getting ready to go to bed finally, and I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. We plan to get up at like 6-ish to practice again before meeting with our advisor, who's gonna, you know, give us some more feedback before our presentation. So I'm really looking forward to that. And we'll see how that goes in the morning. Hopefully everything is good. Even after presenting it, I noticed a few things I was like, oh, I wish I changed that. I wish I had changed that. Not that it's like bad or anything, and I can always kind of spin it so it still makes sense, but still, it's just little things like that that just are like, you know. But I'm excited to present and to kill it because I know we're gonna kill the presentation. Now, whether or not our work and our content can hold up to that is like a whole other question. Don't ask me. But we killed this with the time that we were given, and it being our first time doing this, us going in blind with no practice or anything, with no nothing really, and just going at it and doing our best. I'm still like really, really proud of us. I'm really proud of the presentation that we're going to present tomorrow. And I'm really proud of just my team and just how we've working together, how we're collaborating, how we're challenging each other, how we're correcting each other, and still just remaining optimistic and positive and really excited about everything. So I feel really grateful right now for this experience, even though I'm like so very much tired. But I know tomorrow after we present, I'm gonna feel so relieved, and I'm gonna present like, you know, leaving it all out on the table and just trying our best, doing our best, and literally wiping the floor with the competition. I want us to wipe the floor just because like we've done so much research and like we know there's so much information like in the brain that it's like, come on, you know, like we know a lot of stuff. Now, is that enough? We don't know. Do our strategies make the most sense based on how we're presenting it? We don't know. Are we covering all the gaps? Are we answering all of the asks? We don't know. I wish we had included a little bit more about like a piece that they wanted us to kind of explore into. I wish we had done more research in that area, and I feel bad because looking back, I realized it was something that I was supposed to research into, and I was like, dang it. And I didn't really do my due diligence on that. That's why it didn't really end up in our presentation as strong. But still, I'm proud and I'm excited and I'm tired. So with that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Bye. Hello, good morning. It's about 8:16 now, and we're about to present at like 8:30, I think is our time slot. So we went through some, you know, like run-throughs with our advisor this morning for our presentation, and he gave us some good feedback that we can like just change and just help us to present better. Honestly, I wish he could give us an indication of like, you know, how good like our strategies are, or like, you know, like, does he like it? Like, does he think we're gonna move on? Like, I guess it depends on, you know, the other presentations and how they do and stuff like that. But I'm quite nervous, and like, this is just gonna be crazy. And this is like, the pressure is gonna be insane, especially since I'm gonna be the one controlling the slides and everything like that. Like, I need to be really paying attention. But I feel good about where we are. I feel confident. And we can pull this off if just the decisions made in those micro moments are right. You know what I mean? I am worried about the Q&A. And I feel like I wasn't good at like speaking up about something or like providing a good answer. So I'm gonna have to like push myself to do that as well. So I don't know. It's gonna be crazy, honestly. But I'll be glad when this is over. Because we just present at 8:30, and then the judges like have to see all the other presentations and deliberate. And then I think they announce it at 12:30 Eastern. So that's 9:30 our time. So like in an hour after we present, we're gonna know if we moved on or not to the semifinals. So this is gonna be crazy. But look, I'm in the waiting room right now. Hold on, let me show you guys. I'm in the waiting room right now. We came like, I feel like we came too early. They said 15 minutes, but I don't think it's actually supposed to be 15 minutes, but it's fine. We're just gonna wait here and chill, I guess. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I woke up late this morning because I was supposed to get up earlier so that we can practice more. But maybe that was a good thing, because he was like, the way you're presenting, it's not working, change it. So maybe it's a good thing that we didn't practice too much, because it would be harder to like change your mental script about it if you know, you practice too much with it. So, but I'm optimistic that it's gonna go well. We're going to absolutely destroy everything. We're gonna destroy the competition. But I'll check in with you guys after we finish the presentation and let you know how it actually went. Bye.
So the first year MHA teams who are advancing to the semifinals, which will start at 1:30 this afternoon, are teams AQ, AW, AO, AJ, AA, and AD. Congratulations to you. That's the order you will go in to, as I just read it out. So AQ, AW, AO, AA, AJ, AA, and AD. God bless and Godspeed. Happy Halloween.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm shaking. We got moved to the semifinals, bro. That's top 6 out of 24 teams. Top 6, babes. Get out. Get out right now. Oh my gosh. I have to present again. I have to change my clothes again. It will be worth it. All right, so as you saw in the last clip, we made it to the semifinals. See, I called it and I knew it because I was so confident in myself and in my team, and I was like, we got this. We got this. But honestly, big shout out to my team. Big shout out to our advisor who was so helpful and really challenged us and, you know, asked us the hard questions. He wasn't just like, yeah, that's good enough. Like, good luck, guys. You know, like, he was asked the hard questions, asked us, well, did you think about this? Did you think about that? Or like, that doesn't make sense. You need to clarify. What was your logic here? Like, what is this, basically? So I appreciate that. And so right now we have a lunch break, and then second round will start at about 10:30. Right now it's about 10. So they start in about 30 minutes. And then we're like in the middle of the order. We're like 3rd or 4th to present. So we'll be going on about 11 something. And I don't think we're gonna practice before our second run through. I think we may just brush up on some more research information and then, like, you know, lock in what we're gonna say for each slide, practice that, I think, on our own, and then, you know, do the same make shake what it make, you know. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, and we'll see how that goes. Honestly, I'm just really happy we made it to semifinals. I believed that sincerely we deserved this. So I'm glad that we got what we deserve. And if we can make it to the finals, I think all of that is really going to depend on, like, our presentation and how we answer the questions at this point, because getting past the first round is basically like, okay, like, your stuff was pretty good compared to other people, right? But we don't know how much more that pretty good is. Like, were we on the end, or were we like the last team that they were like debating over? Were we like maybe more towards the top of their, like, you know, scores and stuff like that? We just don't know. So I don't know. It's gonna depend also, like, on the judges that we get. You know, does it make sense based on stuff? So we'll see. But regardless, I'm excited. I know we're gonna kill it this time too, and we may not make it to the finals, but I'm okay with that. Honestly, I can live my life peacefully knowing that I'm okay. I'm just really happy that we got some kind of distinction, you know, because we deserve it. We worked so hard. It's insane. All right, but I'm gonna go make lunch. Well, lunch. It's really breakfast time. And I will check back in with you guys a little bit later, probably after our second round presentations. So, peace. Okay, guys, we just finished our second round presentation, and sorry, the desk, I bumped the desk. Literally, if we make it to the finals, y'all are coming with me. Like, y'all have been with me on this 3-day journey, and it's been a lot. It's been long. But look, your girl's out here trying her best. And that's all we can do, you know what I'm saying? But our advisor was like, wow, this presentation was even better than the last one. I was like, purr. Yeah, that's right. The judges in this round were like a lot more nonchalant, a lot more like straight face, kind of like, you know, not giving friendly vibes. I need the friendly vibes. I need to see you smile. I need to see you laugh. You know what I'm saying? I need reciprocation. So that was kind of hard. And they asked a question specifically about like financial incentives for providers, and I did not know how to answer that. I was like, didn't think about that, didn't calculate that number. And I was like, it wasn't the focus of this recommendation. It was just a suggestion. And basically I ended up saying like they can decide what the bonus will look like, or if they can even add a bonus. But the important point here, ma'am, is this. That's what I said, and my team members backed me up. And one little trick you want to do with the questions, if something's directed towards something that you presented on, it's best that you start off answering. But if you feel like your answer isn't really adequate, or like you're forgetting your facts or your data or your research or whatever, then you can say, do any of my other team members want to add on to what I said, to what I mentioned? And then that kind of invites them to like jump in and save you real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because they could be thinking of how to answer that question just from another perspective, which can really help and show that your team did the work. Your team knows what they're doing. We have the data, we have the research, right? So pro tip for case competitions, on the spot question and answer, do that, hand it off. Or if you know someone who literally did like the deepest dive into what the question was, but maybe you presented on it, you can say, oh, Emily, could you provide some more clarification on for this question? I think that you did some research in this as well. And then that's even better. I'm out here giving tips for free. Pay me. The Cash App is in the description box. Ugh, not being underpaid. Okay, it's almost 2:30. I'm about to hop back onto the Zoom because in a few short moments, they are going to announce who's moving forward in the competition. So let me get the Zoom open. Hold on. And they're probably gonna wait a few minutes to make sure everyone like is on the Zoom before officially announce it. Right now it's only 26 people. Is that right? I don't know, but we'll see. I'm so nervous. It looks like some of the judges are in here too. Maybe they just wanted to know who was gonna move forward.
I give it one more minute, as people are still coming in, and we'll go. Thanking each of you again for persevering through the day. It was, as you well know, a long day yesterday, followed by a long morning and a long afternoon, and two different judging panels and a whole host of questions. So thanks and congratulations to each of the teams that have participated throughout the day. So I am going to announce the finalists in order, and also follow with an email to all participants as we did with the semifinals. Just a note, tomorrow we will start at 8:30 in the morning. All the final teams will be judged by a group of administrators from our case sponsor, KIZH. We will also be announcing at the end of the day not only the first, second, and third place winners in each of our categories, undergraduate, first year MHA, and residential MHA, but for each of those categories, we will be announcing the winner of the Best Presence During Q&A award for each of those categories, and that comes with a $250 cash prize. So the undergraduate teams, as you know from this morning's announcement, are teams C, E, and D in that order. The first year MHA teams who are moving to the finals are teams AD, AJ, and AO. And the online teams who are advancing to the finals are teams BI, BE, and B. So, oh, Jackie, are you clapping or is that a hand? Okay. Good. I'm happy to entertain any questions from you at this point. I'm gonna send on in just a second to the email, and you are all welcome to view the finals tomorrow.
Oh, what?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Stop, because don't gas me. Don't gas me. Hello again. So I wasn't able to film an update in the morning because it was really kind of hectic, to be honest, and we were struggling with like just making sure we got to the right Zoom room and stuff like that. So, but we did present this morning at no, because it was supposed to be 7:30, but it got pushed to 8. Did it get pushed to 8 or no? It got, I can't remember. I can't remember. I think it was 11:30. Oh, yeah, so it was 8:30. We presented at 8:30 this morning, and it went really well. We actually presented to like people who work at the healthcare organization. Once it's over, I'll like put the name like here or something. But right now, I feel like I should keep it confidential. But once it's over, then you know I can talk more candidly about certain things. But yeah, so like we were presenting people like who work there and like who know that area, because it's based in the East Coast. So you know, living out here, being from California, I'm not familiar with how it works out there, how it is in that state. So, but I feel like our presentation went really well. It was the best one we've done throughout this competition, and they asked really good questions, but they also, I feel like the judges struggled with asking us questions or finding things to ask, which I feel like could be a good thing. There is one question where we could have answered it a little bit better. I think we misunderstood what he was trying to explain, and we definitely should have asked him like, could you clarify what you mean by that question, or could you clarify, you know, in what context? That would have been really good for us because we definitely misunderstood what he was going for, or like what he wanted us to answer. So that's one thing. But other than that, it went really well. It was really good. Even our advisor was like, you guys did a good job. Even one of the representatives was like, great presentation. I'm not sure if she was just saying that to just congratulate us or if she really thought it stood out and it was really, really good. Let's hope so. But just in a few minutes, we're going to get back on the Zoom and we are going to know what our feedback was, and where we placed, because we're already in the top 3 and the cash prizes are for those who made it to the top 3. So we know that we're in somewhere in there. We just don't know if we're second place or third place or first place. So I don't know. I'm hoping and praying that we were able to pull through enough, you know, evidence and supporting information to be like, yes, this, you know, this is what you should choose, kind of thing. And I'm not sure what other strategies other teams came up with. I'm sure other teams leaned more into like the technology side of things, and we didn't lean so much in that direction because there was a piece about in the case about wearable technology, and we didn't really lean that way. So they may have been wanting to see more of that. And that could be why they were struggling with asking questions, because they were like, oh, this is completely different than what we were expecting. So that could be something. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a quick update. I'll also insert a cute little picture of our team right here. We're so cute. And yeah, I'm really happy to have worked with these people. And I think we came out with a great final product, a great strategy, a great presentation, everything. And we really pulled it together. And these competitions are really, like, they're really, really about how you conduct as a team. There's a great emphasis on showing that, showing cohesion between the team members, showing that everyone's on the same page. Everyone is, you know, trying to persuade the judges, like, toward the same direction, and that everyone has a good base of knowledge on what was in the presentation as well. So I feel like those, sorry, my arm is getting tired. I feel like those key things can really help you stand out, and of course being able to answer the questions well can really help you, and having information in your appendix to back up your stuff is really important as well, because they are going to ask you questions. They are going to pinpoint your blind spots. They just are. Because they're going to be like, oh, you know what? You explained everything else really well. You laid it out in a way that made sense. But this one thing that you kind of briefly talked about, can you provide more detail on that? Or can you provide how you got those numbers? Or so I think that's one thing that I would say, you know, and that you could approach that strategically, right? You could briefly go over things that you are well prepared to answer in the presentation, so that when the Q&A comes, maybe it seems like during the presentation that was a blind spot, but really you had all the information, you had all the data, you had all the research. So if you want to think that deeply about it, you want to go to that level, I would say do it. And if you have the time, some competitions don't really give you enough time to, you know, plan out your strategy or plan out your presentation like in that way. So just a few tips and tricks. I'll probably do a more in-depth video about my experience and advice that I would give based on this being my first competition and not really having a lot of experience, ways that you can try to improve just your skills leading up to, and things that you can do to help your team work better on the day of or on the week of the competition. I have to go. They're going to announce the winners and give the feedback, so you'll probably see some clips about that, or at least some clips about when they're announcing like the ranking and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
I will announce the winners by third, second, first in each category, and the winners of the Best Presents in Q&A awards, and then I will hand it off to our department head, Dr. Chris Hollenbeek, for some closing thoughts. With 40 teams from 19 universities, we released the case to you at 8 o'clock on Friday morning and gave you 16 hours to come up with the solutions that you presented, some of you 3 times over the last 36 hours. And for many of you, I know in conversations with your advisors, many of these teams were formed in the last several weeks, so they have not had a chance really to work together all that long. And the output that you presented today is remarkable. For the first year MHA team category, the third place team is Team AD from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. The second place team is Team AJ from George Washington University. And the first place team is Team AO from the University of Southern California.
Yes.
Thank you and congratulations to those teams. A special note to the teams that started or from the West Coast who started the case competition. Otherwise, Godspeed. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, I know this is a long screen record, but not screen record, but recording. But literally, like, I'm shaking. Like, I cannot. And from the beginning, I will say this on record. From the beginning, I changed our group chat name to the winning team. Because I was like, we're going to win. Now, in the middle, I was unsure there because I was like, you know, if we don't actually win the competition, we still won because, like, these people are super cool. Like, I want to be friends with them for the rest of my life type of cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, we worked so well together. You know, we were very cordial. And I feel like I personally grew so much in this experience, just, like, as a team member, as a leader, as a strategist, everything. And I'm just like, we would have won regardless if we actually won. But the fact that we actually won baby. And we all had 3 team members. That means we all get a bigger share of the money. It was a $1,500 cash prize. Now they said it's gonna take some time for us to actually get the money, but still, like, it's coming. Shut up. This is amazing. I can't.
Come back on here and say thank you so much again for watching this video. It really means a lot, especially if you made it all the way to the very end. It was a very exciting time for me, and I'm really glad that I did it, not just because I won, but because I just had such a great experience, and I got to work with some really cool people as well. And I think it truly did make me a better everything, a better student, a better leader, a better communicator, all that stuff. So if you are thinking about doing KIZH competitions, I definitely recommend at least giving it a try, just to see how you feel about it, just to see if you would like it. So yeah, feel free to leave any questions you have for me, or if you just want some more information about what it was like and what the case was like and stuff like that. I am more than happy to answer those questions for you. You can also contact me directly, DM me on Instagram if you don't really want your comments like just out on the internet, or if you have something more sensitive, or if you want a quicker response from me, because I am a little bit slower to respond here on YouTube. So yeah, that's it from me, and I will talk to y'all next time.